There's a number shining through, a light to guide your way. Call 988, let hope brighten your day.
Welcome to the 988 CareCast, your inside guide to the 988 Crisis Lifeline. I'm Darcy Lee, Executive Director of Samaritans Southcoast, and your host of the 988 CareCast. Tonight, we're answering a question that a lot of people have, but maybe feel a little nervous to ask. What actually happens when I call 988? Whether you're in crisis, supporting someone you care about, or just curious, we'll walk you through 5 steps of exactly what to expect. First, 988 is free. It's confidential and it's available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week in the United States and Canada. You can call, text, or chat online, but today we're focusing on what happens when you call. Here are the 5 steps. Step 1, you'll hear a brief greeting. When you dial 988, you'll hear a short, recorded message letting you know you've reached the Crisis Lifeline. You might also be given options, for example, pressing 1 if you're a veteran or 2 for Spanish. While this plays, your call is being routed to the crisis center that's closest to where you are at. Step 2, you connect with a trained crisis counselor. Within seconds, a real person answers. They're not reading from a script. They're trained listeners who know how to help people through mental health, emotional, or substance-related crises. They'll usually start with something simple like, "Thanks for calling 988. My name is Darcy. What's going on for you today?" Step 3, you set the pace. You can share as much or as little as you want. They might ask you some gentle questions to understand your situation, how you're feeling, if you're safe right now, and what's been happening. If you're in immediate danger of harming yourself or someone else, they'll focus first on making sure you're safe. If you're not in immediate danger, the conversation is about listening, understanding, and figuring out what might help right now. Step 4, you make a plan together. Before the call ends, the counselor might help you identify coping strategies, connect you to local resources, or make a plan for the next hours or days. If you need ongoing help, they can give you numbers, referrals, or local services to follow up with. Step 5, ending the call. You decide when the conversation ends. There's no timer. The counselor will usually check that you feel a little more stable or at least supported before saying goodbye. It's important to know calling 988 does not automatically mean emergency services will be sent. In most cases, more than 95%, calls are resolved over the phone. Emergency help is only involved if you want it or if there's an immediate, life-threatening danger that can't be addressed any other way. So what happens when you call 988? You get a human voice. You get someone who listens without judgment. You get help in that exact moment, no matter what you're going through. If you or someone you know is struggling, you can call or text 988 or use web chat at 988lifeline.org. You are not alone. So that's it for this episode of the 988 CareCast. I'm Darcy Lee, Executive Director of Samaritans Southcoast and your host of the 988 CareCast. If you found this helpful, share it. You never know who might need to hear it. So take good care of yourself, and we'll see you next time.
Let hope brighten your day. You might be down, feeling lost or unsure, but a friendly voice is waiting, steady and secure. Resources and a listening ear, a hand to pull you near. It's support that's always here. Just 3 numbers away, you're never on your own. Call, text, or chat, no, you're never alone. Whether you stay anonymous or share your name, 24 hours care the crowds won't fade and hope feels hard to find, our team will help you find the strength and a clear road to unwind. From a little tap to planning next steps, with warmth that feels so kind. Let 988 remind you, you're precious in heart and mind. When doubts arise and tears may fall, a caring friend is waiting to catch them all. With every call or text, there's support for you at least, a promise of safety and of peace. Just 3 numbers away, you're never on your own. Call, text, or chat and feel the hope you know. Anonymous or by name, the care is always there. 24/7 support, a love that shows it cares. 988's here to lift the pain. In that quiet moment when life seems too hard to bear, remember there's a lifeline, a friend waiting somewhere. Let your voice be heard, let your heart find the way. There's comfort in connecting, let tomorrow greet a brighter day. If your world feels like a whisper and you're lost in the cry, a caring team is standing by, just a call to testify that every moment matters, every tear will soon run dry. With 988, we're together, reach out and fly. Just 3 numbers away, you're never on your own. Call, text, or chat, let the caring tone be known. Names or numbers, it's a choice all the same. 24 hours round, always here to ease the pain. 988, turning night into brand new means drum. 3 numbers to call and round is to stay. Remember, you're the on your hardest day. With hope, help, and heart, just to call